Following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Oh. Well, here we go. The last Sunday of the NFL season and the last Sunday of this replay. As this replay will be going under hiatus for the foreseeable future, and then maybe when the new version comes out, we'll play the playoffs. But for now, I've played enough football. The New York Giants are a playoff team. They beat the New Orleans Saints 31-23. Would you believe that Ali Haji Sheikh sealed the deal with a 30-yard field goal with a minute 52 to go? Hobie Brenner for New Orleans, 4 catches, 104 yards, and 2 scores. Good year for the Saints. They go 8-8. The big play for New Orleans, a 78-yard touchdown pass from Kenny Stabler to Hobie Brenner. But Phil Simms did it. The Giants are a wild card. Who they'll play in that wild card game is yet to be determined. Cincinnati got to the right record in the AFC to be a wild card, but they fell short. They beat Buffalo 45-13. Turk Schoner 21 for 26, 361 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 carries for 26 yards. 2 to ML Harris, 1 to Collinsworth, and 1 to Rodney Holman. Buffalo finishes 2-14. The Bengals, a good year at 9-7. It just wasn't good enough. And what happened in this loss? Well, let's take a look. The Lions beat the Bears 28-23. It knocks the Bears out of the playoffs. We'll tell you why in a moment. Eric Hipple, 24 for 45, 292 and 3 scores. Jenkins, Thompson, and what's the third one here? I'm looking for it. And Billy Sims, of all people, with 43 seconds to go for the win. The Lions go to 7-9. Steve Fuller was a quarterback for the Bears. The Bears go to 10-6, and that's just not going to be good enough. The Patriots and the Colts. The Patriots go to 9-7 and will be on the road for the AFC wildcard game. That 9-7 was good enough. Ramsey, 12 catches, 153, and 3 scores. Eason from 5, Eason from 20, and Eason from 21. A good year for the Colts, their first year in Indianapolis. The Patriots, you know better days are ahead. In a game that only Dave Gardner would care about, the Jets beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 24-21. James Wilder, nothing broke his stride. 35 carries, 179, a 6-yard touchdown run, and a 45-yard touchdown pass. But Pat Leahy, with 13 seconds to go, sent the Jets into 1985 on a good note. 24-21, the Jets win. The Eagles, who were the darlings of the first half of the year, they beat Atlanta. Ron Jaworski to Mike Quick field goal, touchdown with 3:12 to go is the win. Jaws comes back 19 for 36, 311 yards, 2 scores, and an interception. The Redskins win the NFC East. They beat the Cardinals 26-21. John Riggins, 38 carries, 236 yards, and 1 catch for 8. Pretty much was the Mark Mosley show. He had 4 field goals. St. Louis never really threatening the game. At one point, it was a 3-point game in the second quarter. That's about that. The Cardinals finished 6-10. The Redskins finished 11-5. They win the NFC East. Miami finishes 13-3. They shut down the Cowboys 28-7. Tony Nathan, 15 carries, 98 yards, 6 catches for 47. Marino, 1 touchdown pass to Duper. Marino finishes the year with 5,000 yards, 51-74 to be exact. That's an NFL record. So is his 46 touchdown passes. Dan Fouts was second with 37. Excuse me, Joe Montana in a moment. Seattle wins the AFC West by a comfortable margin. They finished 13-3 with a 22-17 win. 2 field goals in the last 3 minutes from Norm Johnson did the deal. Elway to Winder with 12:44 to go had Denver up Winder 6 catches for 62 and 19 carries for 57 yards, but the late field goals were there. A huge year for Dave Krieg. The Seahawks get a home playoff game. And why are the Bears out of the playoffs? Because the Packers, behind Eddie Lee Ivory, pound Minnesota 33-10. Ivory, 16 carries, 80 yards, 3 scores, and 4 field goals from Al Del Greco. Green Bay wins the Central at 11-5. Again, for you degenerate gamblers, Cleveland finishes Houston's season with a 13-10 win. Clay Matthews, 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and 8 tackles. Yes. Cleveland 7-8-1, not a bad year for them. They'll get better, trust me. Houston, Warren Moon will bring them to the promised land soon enough. Kansas City finishes 7-9. They beat San Diego 22-3. Carlos Carson, 7 catches for 127 yards. And the Raiders will host the AFC wildcard game because they pounded Pittsburgh 34-17. Malcolm Barnwell, 6 catches, 141 yards, and a 39-yard touchdown pass from Plunkett, and a 13-yard touchdown pass from Plunkett. Really nothing there to sneeze about. Now, the Redskins have won the East. Green Bay has won the Central. The winner of the game we are about to play will win the West. The Giants are a wild card. The Bears currently are listed as the number 3 wild card team. So I'm assuming that whoever loses this game between the Rams and San Francisco will be in the wild card game. The winner will be 11-5. I believe Green Bay is the number 1 seed all the way through, unless that changes with this. But San Francisco and LA are in the playoffs. It's just a matter of who and where they play. In the AFC, Miami 13-3, Seattle 13-3, Pittsburgh 10-6. Those are your division winners. The Raiders at 10-6 are the wild card. Number 1, the Patriots have the tiebreaker over the Bengals. The Patriots and the Raiders are the wild card game. And so with all that, let's get to it. It's time to play some football right here on Retro Sports Network. On a beautiful night in San Francisco, it is the NFC Western Championship between the LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so, finally, gang, we have reached the end of the line with this replay. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for the 16th day of January 2022. It'll be the San Francisco 49ers and LA Rams for the NFC West Championship. Loser probably is in the wildcard game at 10-6. The Rams can win the whole shooting match if they win this game. Eric Dickerson needs 123 yards, and he has 2,000 yards in a season. Of course, it would be a 16-game season as opposed to OJ's 14-game season. Joe Montana has had a magnificent year, and the 49ers would like to have that home playoff game, presumably against the Washington Redskins. As we said, right now the computer says Green Bay is the number 1 seed in the NFC. So, I'm not sure all the permutations of this. The Bears may get a second in life, but 3 teams are going to be 10-6 in the NFC, and one of them isn't playing in the playoffs. Whose cuisine will reign supreme? And so Wendell Tyler, as you can see them all warming up, a beautiful night at Candlestick. 56 degrees, winds 10 miles an hour. The computer has the 49ers by 4. And it's going to be one of these hold on and buckle up rides. So the toss of the coin is won by San Francisco, and the 49ers will take the ball to start the football game. the Rams in white, with the blue helmet with the yellow Ram logo with the blue face mask. Monroe, Harmon, and McLemore back deep. And this one is underway. It's taken by Monroe at the 12-20. He's hit at the 24 by Collins. Sounds like a summer evening at the Stick and Dean, Mr. Howard, doesn't it? What was it? It was Mark Twain's made-up quote, the coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco. Yeah, that's about right. Joe Montana has thrown 401 times, completed 65% of his passes, and with about 277 yards today, he's a 4,000-yard passer in 1984. 37 touchdown passes. He gets one, he'll have solo second place, and also would have broken the NFL record, along with 12 interceptions. In the backfield is Wendell Tyler. He is a 1,000-yard runner for the 49ers. Roger Craig, the Swiss Army knife of fullbacks. Freddie Solomon is the split, and he's 30 yards away from a 1,000-yard season. Dwight Clark, 50 yards away from a 1,000-yard season. And Earl Cooper, who's got 2 catches from 50. Tyler, off tackle left, first play from scrimmage. Wendell across the 25, hit the 28 by Jack Youngblood. That is a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Buckshot Kid, how are you? Let's meet the 49er offensive line. Keith Farnhorst, John Ayers, Fred Quillen, Randy Cross, the right guard. Smells pretty. And Bubba Paris, the right tackle. Doing well. Thanks. 2nd down and 6. Craig in the flat. Montana works it near side. Roger has it. Gets over the 30. First down, 40 down the sideline. And it's hit the 49 by Carl Eckern for a gain of 21. Christmas time crowd here at San Francisco. All that in a bag of chips. Let's meet the line for the Los Angeles Rams. Reggie Doss, the left end. He has 7 sacks on the year. The nose tackle is Greg Meisner. He has 5 sacks. Jack Youngblood has 8 sacks and a broken leg. Okay, no broken leg, but 8 sacks. Mike Welcher, the left outside linebacker. Carl Eckern is the left inside linebacker. Jim Collins is on the right. He has 106 tackles. And George Andrews is the right outside linebacker. The corners, David Crudup and Leroy Irvin. He has 5 picks, including 1 for a touchdown. Johnny Johnson is the strong safety. He also has a pick 6. And Eric Harris has 13 tackles. No Nolan Cromwell here. 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Trap right for Roger Craig. From the San Francisco 49, he gets into LA territory at the 48. And remember, when your ball is on the 49, open up a bottle of Clementine beer. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever on the San Francisco 49. So 2nd and 7 from the Rams 48. Opening drive of the game. Long slant to Clark. Montana has time. He goes underneath the Clark at the 25. He is hit by Leroy Irvin for a gain of 33. Spotted at the Ram 15. And we literally we'll have 3 teams in the NFC at 10 and 6. The Giants, the Bears, and the losers of this game. Tyler. Trap left, handoff from Montana from the 15. Wendell gets to the 12 before Carl Eckern will make the stop, 2nd and 7. The Rams are going to ground and pound, you know it. Earl Cooper on a short cross from the 12. Montana has company. The ball is loose, and Mark Giroux sacked him and recovers the fumble. The Rams force a turnover. And the 49ers cough it up. Jeff Kemp has completed just half of his passes. He's thrown for 2,187 yards, 18 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, a quarterback rating of 79.1. Eric Dickerson has run for 1,877 yards on 382 carries. Mike Gooman is the blocking back. Henry Allard is the flanker. Ron Brown, the split end. And David Hill is the tight end. Dickerson will sweep it near side. He needs 133 for 2,000. He will get hit at the 19 by Jeff Fuller, and that's a gain of 2. The Ram line. Bill Bain, the left tackle. Dennis Hara, the left guard. Doug Smith, the center. Kent Hill, the right guard. And Irv Hanky Panky, nothing like a good spanky, is the right tackle. 2nd and 8. Trap left for Dickerson. Handoff from Kemp. Dickerson over the 20, hit at the 25 by Dwayne Board. That's a gain of 6. 3rd down and 2. Lawrence Pillars, the left defensive end. He has 4 sacks for San Francisco. Michael Carter, the nose tackle, has 5 sacks. Dwayne Board has 9 sacks. He's the right end. Jeff Fuller, 91 tackles coming into this, the left outside linebacker. Ricky, don't lose that number, Ellison on the inside. With Jim Farnhorst, it'll be 3rd down and 2 in a moment. Todd Shell has 3 interceptions, including a pick 6. Ronnie Lott is back in the saddle for the 49ers. He has 3 interceptions and 85 tackles as the left corner. Eric Wright is the other corner. He has 3 picks. Carlton Williamson is the free safety. And Dwight Hicks is the strong safety. 3rd down and 2. Short cross to David Hill. Kemp to throw for the first time today. And that is incomplete. And so the turnover goes for not. John Misko comes in to punt. Rams will be punting into the wind. Misko stands on his own 10. Dana McLemore back to return for the 49ers. McLemore driven back to his 33. Hit. Well, just let it roll dead at the 34. 41-yard punt, no return. It'll be 1st and 10 for the 49ers on their own 34. Craig will sweep it to the far side on 1st and 10. Roger gets a block. He is hit at the 40 by Mike Wilcher. 2nd and 4. 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. This was, I believe, a Friday night game. This certainly was an ABC game. 2nd down and 4. Medium slant to Freddie Solomon. Montana to throw. He's got time. He's got Solomon at the Ram 40. David Crudup with a tackle. That's a gain of 21. 1st and 10 for the 49ers on the Ram 39. 9:16, clock running, opening quarter. Tyler will get a pitch to the near side. Gets around some linebackers. 40, 30, first down. Flag is down. That's going to be a hold, I think. Oh, no, it's a free play as Youngblood jumped offside, and Wendell Tyler gets brought down by Carl Eckern at the 14 for a gain of 25. Here it is again. Tyler got around the block and had that whole seam down the field. So the clock is stopped, 8:27 to go. First and 10 from the Ram 14. Cooper. Medium cross. Montana watches the touchdown. Flag is down.
Offsides. Defense. Number 69.
And Greg Meisner this time jumped the play. And so it'll be first and 5 from the 9. Craig. Fullback dive. Hand off from Montana, and Craig is hit at the 7 by Doss. Second and 3. Tyler will try a sweep to the far side from the 7-yard line. Wendell got 1. Third and 2. Mike Wilcher with the tackle. So third down and short. Halfway home here in the first quarter. Rams and 49ers in a virtual playoff game on a warm night in San Francisco. Craig in the flat is the call. Montana dumps it off near side. Craig's got a seam, and he's got 6. And so Montana will finish the year second in touchdown passes with 38. And the 49ers are on the board. Little jump pass that Craig had at the 11, and he just found the room. So Montana starts 4 for 4 for 81 yards. Wersching with the extra point. It's good. So 6:45 to go in the opening quarter. San Francisco 7, the Rams nothing. Hill, Redden, and Ellard back deep for L.A. and 8 yards deep. They'll just take a knee. Again, conventional wisdom says that the Rams cannot afford to get down a couple of scores. They're a team that's going to beat you on the ground. They're not going to beat you in the air. Dickerson and Crutchfield in the backfield this series. Crutchfield will sweep it towards the near side on first and 10 from the 20. He gets a good block. Ronnie Lott brings him down at the gain of 4 for a gain of 4. Second and 6. The Rams will chew up a lot of clock today, too. Dickerson. Trap left is the call. Dickerson waits for a block, won't get it. Dwayne Board with a tackle. That's a gain of 3. Third down and 3 from the Ram 27. So Kemp will go with Dickerson again. A pitch to the far side is the call. Dickerson has to get around the tackler, and he won't do it. Dwayne Board brings him down for a loss of 6. And the Rams will have to punt again, 4th and 9 from their own 21. The 49ers stacked the line. And boy, oh boy, did it work. Misko stands on his 6. McLemore.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
And
Repeat.
Bain
4th down.
moved. So Bill Bain jumped the snap. And so it's now 4th and 14. Mr. Misko is going to stand on his own 1. McLemore is in Ram territory, driven back to his 45 over midfield. It's a gain of 7, and the 49ers start with a short field, the ball on the Ram 47. 4:36 to go. 7-0 San Francisco. Solomon on a medium out pattern. Montana far sideline. Solomon jumped, but he couldn't get there. Rams played for the run, and that's Montana's first incompletion. 2nd and 10. Craig. Trap to the right side. Craig gets a bit of a block, gain of 3. Mark Giroux with a stop. 3rd down and 7. Cooper on a short cross from the 44. Montana can't find him. Good coverage by the Rams, and the 49ers will go 3 and out. 3:49 to go. Clock stopped. And it's the first we're going to see of Max Runniger. We'll do a sideline punt. Henry Ellard back to return. Runniger. They're going to fair catch this at the 10. So 34-yard punt, no return. Rams take over. 3:45 to go. San Francisco 7, the Rams nothing. So the Rams need a way to break this up a bit. But man, that's just... Ugh. They're going to go to Ellard on a short cross. Kemp finds Ellard at the 20. That was the right call. A gain of 13. 49ers key Dickerson, and Ellard gives the Rams a first down at their own 23. Dickerson off tackle right to the near side. Handoff from Kemp. Dickerson works to the sideline. A gain of 5. Dwight Hicks with a stop. 2nd and 5. 2:52 to go. The number 1 seed at the moment in the NFC is the Green Bay Packers. Because they won, and the Detroit Lions beat the Chicago Bears. And at the moment, the Bears are on the outside looking in. The New York Giants await the loser. Ron Brown. Medium slant. Kemp back to throw. He's got company. He's got Brown at midfield. There's a flag down late.
On the field. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
Somehow, Kemp made that throw with 12 men on the field for the 49ers. So it's a gain of 24, and it's 1st and 10 from the San Francisco 48. Rams driving. 2:06 to go, first quarter. Dickerson will sweep it near side. John, Braves fan for life, how are you? Dickerson won't get 7. He got nothing. He's still 127 short of 2,000. 2nd and 10 for the Rams. On the 48 of San Francisco. Crutchfield. Dive play, handoff from Kemp. Crutchfield looks for some room. He'll get 2, and it's 3rd and 8. They'll go 3 wide. Drew Hill is the 3rd receiver. None of those look very good. Ellard on a medium slant. That's the call. Kemp throws. Oh, he had Ellard open about that, and the throw was high. Uh-oh. You dreamed about me last night. Oh, dear Lord. About what, John? 4th and 8. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. Misko will try to boom this to Oakland. San Francisco will let this one roll. hoping it bounces in the end zone, and it does not. It stops at the 7. So a 39-yard punt, and Montana and company take over with 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. San Francisco up 7-0. Craig, fullback dive on 1st and 10 from the 7, and Craig moves it to the 10. You were explaining to me why you now like action. Okay. Well, you can tell me that in a moment because we're about to go to the commercial. Have I got any coffee left? No, I need a soda. Hold on 1 second. After 15 minutes, it's 7-0 San Francisco. Well, if you joined us late, here's how we got here. This is for the NFC Western Division Championship. The Giants and Bears are 10-6. The loser goes to 10-6. At the moment, the Bears are on the outside looking in. All 3 division winners are going to be 11-5. Green Bay has the number 1 seed. In the football game, Joe Montana, a 6-yard pass to Roger Craig, and that's the only scoring in the football game. Montana, 4 for 6 for 81 yards. Kemp, 2 for 4 for 37. Dickerson needed, thank you very much, love. Dickerson needs 132 yards or whatever to get to 2,000. He has 10 after 1 quarter. So offensively, it's all San Francisco. But the Rams are only down a touchdown. 2nd and 7. Tyler. Trap left as we start the second stanza. Tyler across the 10, hit by Ecker, and it's 3rd and 5, a gain of 2. John was explaining why I now like Action PC better than Strat, at least for the PC. In baseball, football, body painting. 3rd down and 5 for the 49ers. Short slant of the tight end Cooper. Montana back to throw. He's got Cooper at the 20. And Cooper gets a gain of 11. 1st and 10. Oh, for baseball, okay. So they convert. San Francisco's been winning their games by an average of about 6.5. They lead this one 7-0. 1st and 10 from the 49er 23. Tyler in the flat. Top of your screen. Montana works around, and that's intercepted by Green, and the game is tied. Touchdown, Gary Green. And it's a pick 6 for Los Angeles.
Later today at 1 p.m., Los Angeles Dodgers draftees were Chuck Yeager, Clayton Kershaw, Kevin Gausman, Nathan Eovaldi, Jonathan Broxton, Shane Victorino, Luke Hochevar, Eric Karros, Chad Billingsley, Brett Pill, and Reed Redman.
Thank you.
You're very, very, also very welcome.
The first time she did that, that scared me. Anyway, Gary Green with a pick 6. Here it is again. It was a flat pass to Wendell Tyler, and Green just read Montana's eyes. Here comes the extra point. We're tied up. 7-all. 13:35 to go in the half. And it's grown awful quiet here in San Francisco. Monroe back to return with Harmon and McLemore. Oh, come on. 1 second. So it'll be a return for San Francisco. And it is Monroe from the 3. He's hit at the 17 by McDonald. And again, this place is kind of quiet. 1st and 10 for Montana. Tyler will sweep it far side. Rams are looking for that. Tyler dances around 1, gets in the secondary, and gets a gain of 9. Reggie Doss with a stop. 2nd and 1 for San Francisco, and now a 7-7 ball game. Craig. Off tackle left. They're trying to get the first down. Roger, he will get it. He gets a gain of 3. Carl Eckern with the tackle. Montana 5 of 8 for 92 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Solomon on a medium cross, 1st and 10. Montana rolls, throws. Freddie's got it near midfield, and that puts Freddie over 1,000 yards on the year. He has 10 wins, 46 catches, and 14 touchdowns. That gain of 19 did it. And it's very likely that Dwight Clark will break 1,000 yards in this game, and San Francisco's 2 primary receivers will both be in the 1,000-yard club, which is not the Mile High Club. Yep. A lot of people, I think, were rooting for the Niners. 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Tyler on a sweep to the right. Handoff from Montana. He gets over midfield. That's a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. So, gang, what do you want to see next Sunday afternoon at noon? Craig, near side in the flat. Montana sticks with a play call, but the Rams call time. 2nd and 5. So this time they'll go to Tyler in the flat. This is what didn't work before, and they chase him out of the pocket. The ball is loose, and Montana gets it back at midfield. Goodness gracious, that play just hasn't worked. And Mike Wilcher gets the sack. So the 49ers, it's 3rd and 8. And for the first time today, you see Ronaldo Nehemiah. Here's near side with Dwight Clark. Solomon on a medium slant. Montana under center. He's going to run, and he's going to be short. He needed 8 and got 7. And so it's 4th and 1 from the Ram 43. They go 2 tight end set. Russ Francis joins them. Montana wants to do a sweep left. So Joe will call his own number. They jam the line. Montana waits. He's got it. A gain of 5. Nolan Cromwell with a tackle. And the 49ers convert on 4th down. So San Francisco has run the ball 15 times and thrown it 9, but they've turned it over twice. 9:25 first half, 7-7 to score. Clark on a medium slant from the 38. Montana protected, throws incomplete. Leroy Irvin tips it away. My nose itches, which means I'm going to kiss a fool, I think. Where is my wife anyway? 2nd and 10 from the Ram 38. Craig. Trap left. And he gets a gain of 2. 3rd down and 8. From the Ram 36. They go 3 wide again. Nehemiah. Montana out of the gun. This would be a long 53-yard attempt from Wersching from here into the wind. So technically they have a chance. Nehemiah on a medium fly. Nickel blitz for the Rams. Montana sticks with a call. Montana tries for Solomon, incomplete. So the 10-play, 47-yard drive is stopped at the Ram 36, and they're going to bring out Wersching. And how about that? My goodness. We actually have everybody. Imagine that. From 53 yards, Montana to hold. Wersching looks at it. This is for the lead. Wersching drifting left. No good. So the Rams take over on their own 36. 7:56 to go in the half. It's 7-7. Oh, thank heaven. Crutchfield on 1st and 10 for the Rams. Trap right. Hand off. Crutchfield over the 40. That's a gain of 6 before Ronnie Lott can make the play. 2nd down and 4. Dickerson. This game is going to be a battle of attrition for sure. Pitch to the far side for Dickerson. Can he get around the San Francisco end? Yes, he can. He won't get the first down, but he does get 2. Ricky Ellison with a tackle. And if Dickerson's going to get to 2,000, he needs to break one through very soon. So 3rd down and 2 for the Rams on their own 44. Babe Ruth time left in the half, 7:14. Dickerson gonna do the nasty plunge. And he won't get it. Todd Shell brings him down at the line of scrimmage. And so the Rams go 3 and out. John Misko, now with a win behind him, hopes to pin the 49ers near their own end zone. They're going to try to return this. McLemore to his 13, gets to the 20. Hit for a gain of 7. 1st and 10, 6 to go in the half. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll do a Martin Luther King Day baseball special. Joe Friday wore, that's right, he wore badge 714, didn't he? Someone asked for, and we'll give them, the 1934 St. Louis Cardinals visit Forbes Field to play the 1934 Pittsburgh Crawfords. Satchel Paige, Josh Gibson, Oscar Charleston, Pepper Martin, Dizzy Dean, Joe Medwick. Tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, right here on Retro Sports Network. So 6 minutes to go in the half. Montana. Yeah, you like that? Off tackle right for Craig. Hand off from Montana, and Craig moves for a gain of 3 before Reggie Doss brings him down. 5:54 to go. Clock running first half. 7-7 tie. Clark. Medium slant. Montana on 2nd and 7. He's got company. He's also got Clark. 45. He runs and is brought down for a gain of 25. We told you Dwight would break 1,000 yards, and there it is. 58 catches for 1,006 and 7 scores. So where do they spot it? Well, at the 49er 49. Open up a bottle of Clementine beer. Oh, my darling, the official beer of the San Francisco 49. You thought it was lost and gone forever, but always back as a beer, my Clementine. You imagine taking a kid's jingle and turning it into a beer ad? That's wrong, Ron. 5:12 to go, 1st and 10 from, as we said, the 49er 49. I remember 49. That was just a couple months ago. Craig in the flat. They're throwing on 1st down. Montana tries to go near side, but Reggie Doss with a tip. So Joe is 7 for 13 for 136. 2nd and 10. Tyler. Fullback dive. Hand off from Joe over midfield. 45. He's hit for a gain of 9. Randy Cross ripped open the hole, and it'll be 3rd and 1. San Francisco has 223 net yards. The Rams have 61. But the scoreboard says 7-7. Craig, they'll run it on 3rd and short. Trap left. Hand off from Montana. Craig reaches and gets it. They had him down behind the line. And he broke the tackle of DeJarnett and then Johnson, the safety, and he gets the 3 yards. 1st and 10, 3:42 clock running. Freddie Solomon on a medium hitch pattern. Montana throwing on 1st down. Solomon came back in to get it, but Montana threw it to the wrong shoulder, and it's 2nd and 10. I don't know if there are any Bengal fans watching, but they won their first playoff game in 31 years yesterday, as you know. I like to watch Joe Burrow. He was fun to watch. And the other quarterback I enjoyed watching, although his team didn't play very well, was Mac Jones. I think the Patriots got a winner there. Tyler. On an actual screen, Montana sets it up. Tyler topside has it, 40, 35, 30 in a 1st down. Collins brought him down for a gain of 11. 1st and 10. The throw that Burrow made that the whistle blew was tremendous. He threw it before he got out of bounds, and the Bengal receiver kept his feet inbounds. I still think it's going to be Buffalo and Dallas in the Super Bowl. And if you're watching this tomorrow on or later on YouTube, and the 49ers have beaten Dallas, you know, yeah, I'm full of poo-poo. 1st and 10 from the 28. Cooper on a short cross. Montana, fast throw. Cooper's got it 1st down. He's brought down for a gain of 14. So 2:17 to go. They'll hurry it to the line. Craig, off tackle left. They get the snap off before the 2-minute warning, and they got nothing. So a minute 58 to go in the 1st half. The 49ers knocking on the door again. 7-7 the score. Second and 10. Tyler will sweep it far side. Wendell looks for a block, gets to the 10, he gets to the 5, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 2. It's a gain of 12. Randy Cross does the job. Tyler, 9 carries for 70 yards. So 1st and goal from the Ram 2. Francis and Cooper are the tight ends. Craig. Fullback dive. Nesty plunge. Roger. No, sir. No gain. 2nd and goal. 1:40 to go. Tyler. Same play. Fullback dive. Tyler leaps. And he's just short. By the time they unstack everybody, there's about 3 blades of green grass between the white titanium paste that makes up the goal line. Third down. 12 plays, 79 yards for the 49ers. Montana will call his own number. Joe, the C's part, and he scores. So Montana gives the 49ers a 13-7 lead with 51 ticks of the clock to go. Here it is again. This is the pace the Rams want. Low scoring, one touchdown game. Wersching to tack on the extra point. He does. So 51 seconds to go in the first half. It's the 49ers 14, the Rams 7. So Hill, Redden, and Eller to return it. By the way, the Rams get the football to start the second half. Hill, well, it's going to be it's going to be Ellard at the 5. Ellard is hit at the 13. So Drew Hill comes in. Dickerson in the flat. Kemp finds Eric at the 10, 20, and the 21, and I think that's it. That's it. That's the first half. A defensive battle for sure. San Francisco, 30 minutes to a division title. They lead 14-7. And so halfway home on this beautiful Christmas time day in San Francisco, 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. Green to pick 6 to make it 7-7 following the extra point. And then Montana just a moment ago on that Nesty plunge from 1 yard out. Offense is all 49ers. They have 265 yards on Los Angeles. Meanwhile, the Rams have 69. Eric Dickerson, he needed 123 yards coming in for 2,000. He only has 12 in the first half. Wendell Tyler has 10 carries for 72 yards. And, of course, the winner of this game would technically get the week off. So, it's all 49ers except for on the scoreboard where it's a 1-touchdown game. So Hill, Redden, and Ellard to start the second half. Wersching, 4 yards deep, and they'll just take it at the 20. Dickerson and Gooman, the running backs. Ellard and Brown, the wide receivers. Hill, the tight end. Jeff Kemp, the quarterback. Bain and Pankey, the tackles. Hara and Hill, the guards. And Smith, the center. Dickerson, trap right. First play from scrimmage. Dickerson is brought down by Jeff Fuller for no gain. And not only would the 49ers like to steal the division from the Rams, they would be the team that would prevent Dickerson from repeating history. Board and Pillars, the defensive ends for San Francisco. Carter, the nose tackle. Shell and Fuller, the outside linebackers. Farnhorse and Ellison, the middle linebackers. Lott and Wright, the corners. Hicks and Williamson, the safeties. 2nd and 10. Ellard on a short, quick pass. Kemp flings it, and that's almost intercepted. Ricky Ellison had that up in the air, and he had thoughts of Jack Squarick. He raises his paws to the sky. 3rd and 10. And now Drew Hill comes out on 3rd down. He's up top. Kemp out of the gun. Brown on a medium slant. Kemp rolls around, throws, and it's dropped by Ron Brown. He had that for a first down. And John Robinson just shakes his head. And the Rams not only go 3 and out, but they put up a goose egg for offense. So here's Misko. Back to punt. From his 5, McLemore. From his 35, 40. The ball is loose, but recovered by San Francisco. Eckern ripped it out of McLemore's hand, but Jeff Fuller recovered it. Here it is again. So the 49ers catch a break. They start the second half with the ball on their own 44. Tyler and Craig, the running back. Clark and Solomon, the wide receivers. Cooper, the tight end. You know who the quarterback is. Farnhorst and Paris, the tackles. Ayers and Cross, the guards. And Quillen is the center. Craig on a flat pass near side. Montana to throw it. And he leads Roger astray. 2nd and 10. Defensively for the Rams. Youngblood and Doss the ends. Meisner the nose tackle. Andrews and Wiltshire the outside linebackers. Collins and Eckern the middle linebackers. Irvin and Crudup the corners. Johnson and Harris the safety. 2nd and 10. Tyler. Off tackle right from the 44. Wendell gets to the 47 behind Bubba Paris before Mike Wiltshire can make the stop. 3rd down and 7. Clark on a medium cross. Rams blitz. San Francisco does an audible. Montana rolls with the pressure. Throws a cross for Roger Craig. And the 49ers will have to punt. So Runniger stands on his 32 going into the wind here in the third quarter. And that is taken by Ellard at the 12. And a good return. So return of 14, spotted at the 27. So if Eric Dickerson is going to break 2,000 yards, he needs to do something very, very soon. Off tackle right to Dickerson. Eric across the 30. First down. That is very soon. That's a gain of 10. Dennis Hara does his job. 14-7 San Francisco. In a game the 49ers have dominated everywhere but the scoreboard. 1st and 10. Crutchfield. Trap left. Hand off from Kemp. Crutchfield over the 40. Gets a block. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Rams have it on their own 45. Henry Ellard. Short slant. Kemp looking to quick throw. He does. He's got Ellard in Niner territory. Bain is the one that's hurt, the left tackle. He's going to stay in the game. That's a gain of 13. 1st and 10 from the Rams. I believe, is that the first time they're actually in the 49er territory? The touchdown, remember, came on a pick 6. Dickerson. Trap left. Handoff from Kemp. Dickerson gets 2 the hard way. 2nd and 8. He now needs 99 yards. Yep, I need 123. 2nd and 8. Dickerson on a draw this time around. Kemp gives it to him, and Eric gets 3. 3rd and 5. From the 49er 37, Lansford could try one from here. It would be 54 yards. They look to David Hill on a short slant. Kemp under center. Has to hurry. He's got Hill wide open. First down, a gain of 12. That was a short slant, and Hill found himself with nobody around him. So 1st and 10 for the Rams on the San Francisco 25. Dickerson. Off tackle right. Trying to get some protection. Dickerson met by Jack Reynolds for a gain of 1. And so the 49ers have just said, okay, you can beat us, but you can't beat us with Eric Dickerson. 2nd and 9. 8:50 to go, 3rd quarter. If you're leaving to go watch the Eagles and the Bucks, enjoy. Ron Brown on a medium cross from the 24. Kemp has time. He's going to run. 20. First down, 10. He is brought down at the 7 by Carlton Williamson. Yes, I do. I play offenses for both teams. I think it makes it eminently fair. They'll play him equal. Here it is again. Kemp running around for his life. And has got the Rams with 8:07 to go knocking on the door for a touchdown. Dickerson. Pitch to the far side. Eric at the 10. Can't get anywhere. Brought down by Ellison for a loss of 4. Dennis Hara forgot he had to block. And a 2nd and goal for the Rams on the 49er 11. Crutchfield will be a trap to the right. Halfway home here in the 3rd. Crutchfield yet crossed the 10 to the 6. That's a gain of 5. So as we cross the 1 o'clock hour for the last time, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program. On this Sunday the 16th, it's the 49ers and the Rams for the NFC West Championship. The 49ers lead at 14-7. You know what you're watching tonight. Real football. It's a triple header. Eagles-Bucks. 49ers-Cowboys. And then it's Murder, She Wrote. Guest starring Ben Roethlisberger and Patrick Mahomes. Which one will not survive Jessica's Ice Cream Social? That's on Murder, She Wrote. 3rd and goal from the 6. Brown on a short cross. Kemp rolls, throws, no! It wasn't picked off. A delayed blitz. And Lansford will come out to try the field goal. This will be from 23 yards. Let's make sure we have all the people in the game. Yep, we do. It really is 77%. So this is to get it to within 4. Lansford gets the hold, gets the snap, and pushes it to the right. So no soap radio. The drive sputters when he misses the easy field goal. So the 49ers take over on their own 20. 6.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Craig. Trap right. Handoff from Montana. And Leroy Irvin ran about 30 yards to bring him down for a loss of 4. Thanks. We were talking the other day about Kyle Summerall, Pat's kid, writing stories on Retro Sports Renegades on Facebook. And one of the things that came up was the Murder, She Wrote pause. And Madden, Summerall got to the point where he would be 5 or 6 seconds between Murder, She Wrote, and Madden would know it would be coming up because he knew what time it was. And Madden would have to take off the headset because Pat would make him laugh so hard. Great story. 2nd down and 6. Montana wants Solomon on a medium slant. Solomon's open. 45 of San Francisco. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Freddie Solomon. What a play! Freddie Solomon. Oh my goodness gracious. He was a sprinter, and you could see why right there. That's his 15th touchdown of the year, and from Montana, that's 39. And that might be game, set, and match. 3 catches, 116 yards. That from 76 yards, I think. Solomon wide open. And that's Leroy Irvin, and is holding on for dear life. And he just got sucked past. So 2 plays, 80 yards, and the 49ers are in the driver's seat. Wersching with the extra point. It's good. 21-7 San Francisco. And so the Rams, who were about 5 minutes ago down a score and trying to kick a field goal, are now down 2. Hill, Redden, and Ellard. It will be Redden from the 8. Redden to the 30.
Illegal block. Receiving team.
And the Celine Dion penalty is coming because it's all coming back to the Rams now. And so they take over from their own 6. 5:23 to go. Montana to Solomon for 76 yards. And try a medium out to Brown from the 6. Kemp, risking life and limb, throws to Dickerson, who's got it. He is shoved out of bounds by Todd Shell, but it's a gain of 19. 1st and 10 for the Rams on their own 25. Dickerson will sweep it near side. Handoff from Kemp. Dickerson tries to follow his guards, but Fred Dean brought him down for a loss of 2. At this point, with 5:06 to go and the clock stopped in the 3rd quarter, Dickerson isn't even at 1,900 yards, let alone 2,000. 2nd and 12. Ellard. Short cross. Kemp to throw it. Has time's got Ellard. And Henry gets 10. So they need 2. 3rd and 2. The Rams are 1 for 7 on 3rd down today. 2 tight end set. Barber and Hill. Dickerson. Trap left is the call. Handoff from Eric. He's got it over the 4 at the 40. A gain of 7. And the drive continues. 1st down and 10. 4:15 clock running. Crutchfield is in the backfield with Dickerson. And Dwayne will sweep it to the near side from the 40-yard line. And that ball is, oh my goodness. Pankey missed his block completely. And Jeff Fuller brought down Crutchfield for the loss of 4. 2nd and 14. The 49ers want to make the Rams throw. And by God, I think they kind of have to. McDonald is the tight end, by the way, as Hill is trying to get a breather. Brown on a medium out. 2nd and 14. Kemp throws near side. Brown's got it. 1st down. He steps out at the 41. A gain of 23. Dan Buns with a stop. The Rams need points. They don't necessarily need 7, but they need something on this drive. 6 plays, 53 yards. Dickerson. Off tackle right from the 41. Can he get a block? Yes, he can. 35-30. That's a gain of 12. And he'll sit out. 1st and 10 from the 49er 29. 2:41 to go. It's Redden and Crutchfield. Barry Redden will try a pitch to the far side. Can he get around the defensive end? Yes, he can. 25-20. It's a gain of 11 for the Rams. And that offensive line is finally giving their running backs a chance to establish themselves. 1st and 10 from the 49er 18. Under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Crutchfield. Off tackle right from the 18. Handoff from Kemp. Crutchfield gets the line moving for 3. Dickerson, no, it's not what I asked for. You're not giving me Dickerson. I asked for Dickerson. You're not giving... All right, 2nd and 7. Brown. Short slant from the 15. Kemp rolls. Throws. There's a flag down.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh!
Number 78, automatic.
San
First
Francisco,
down.
that's their first penalty of the game, and it could not have come at a worse time. As Tusiapa Sissoko, seen nightly after Barry Hartman, got to Kemp, and it's 1st and goal at half the distance. So Dickerson back in the game. 1st and goal from the 7. Dickerson. Trap right. Hand off from Kemp. Dickerson to the 5. He's hit at the 5 for a gain of 2. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, the Rams aren't done yet, but they need points. 45 minutes gone. 21-7 49ers. And so the 3rd quarter scoring, that magnificent pass from Montana to Solomon from 76 yards to make it 21-7. Montana 10 for 19 for 237. Kemp 8 for 13 for a $122. They have bottled up Eric Dickerson, 18 carries, 43 yards. He's tired, but the Rams are right back in this if they can score. Net yards, 348 for the Niners, 217 for the Rams. So Dickerson and Crutchfield in the backfield as we start the 4th quarter. Dickerson. A pitch left. That's the call. He gets the pitch from Kemp at the 10. He's going to score. So for Dickerson, that's his 15th touchdown of the year. And it's a 1-score game if Lansford can hit the extra point. So the Rams are kind of like that sister-in-law you don't like. Just a pest. They're just not going away. You think you got things under control, and boom, there it is. 11 plays, 94 yards, and 5.5 off the clock. Here's the extra point. It's good. They fumble the snap, by the way, but knowing Cromwell, who holds for these things, is just such an expert, he knew what he was doing. Imagine that. So the 49ers need... No, he missed it. He missed it. Well, that makes no sense. So the snap was bobbled. And so it's an 8-point game. So the Rams are still down because it's 1984. Down 2 scores. Monroe, Harmon, and McLemore back there. It's going to be Monroe from the 10. 20, 30, 9-yard line before Sully can make the tackle. So the 49ers have a little bit of insurance as they start with 14:45 to go in the football game. Tyler sweeping right, hand off from Montana, and he's stopped by Tim Collins for no gain. So let's see if that missed extra point dooms the Rams. They need 2 scores now. Clark on a medium hitch. Montana under center. Clark near side. Has it into Ram territory. Leroy Irvin brought him down, a gain of 17. 1st and 10 for the 49ers on the Ram 44. 13:59 to go. Tyler on a screen. Montana can't find Tyler. Not a good throw. The Rams keyed on him, and Reggie Doss hurried the pass. Craig, fullback dive on 2nd and 10. Gets the handoff and is stood up by Eckern right away. So 3rd and 10. Nehemiah now the near side with Clark. Freddie Solomon up all by himself. 13:10 clock running. Medium slant to Nehemiah. Montana under center. Montana to Nehemiah, who was by himself at the 23. It's a gain of 21. And 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Harmon and Ring in the backfield. Off tackle right to Derek Harmon. Handoff from Montana. Harmon moves it 2 yards, 2nd and 8. And they certainly are in a field goal range for Wersching here with the wind. It would only be 38 yards. Bill Ring, trap left. Handoff, flag is down. Ring to the 19.
12 men on the field. Offense, 5-yard penalty.
Well, it does tend to work better when you have too many men on the field. So 2nd and 13 for San Francisco with 11:10 to go, clock stop. Harmon again on the draw. Handoff from Montana. Harmon gets a gain of 2. And the clock will go ticky-ticky again. 49ers on 3rd down today are 5 for 9. Nehemiah in the outset was Solomon and Clark. Solomon on a medium hitch. Montana protected and throws it to Tyler, and Tyler dropped it. Tyler wants a flag. They're saying no. So Wersching will come out for a 41-yarder. He's got a 75% chance. Montana to hold. This would make it 24-13. The Rams still need 2 scores regardless. Wersching. Good. So the 49ers score with 10:22 to go. It's San Francisco 24, the Rams 13. Hill, Redden, and Ellard back to return for L.A., and that's out of the back of the end zone. So Jeff Kemp and company take over at their own 20. Dickerson and Crutchfield in the backfield. Tight end Hill on a short slant. Kemp throws. Hill's got it. 1st down. Gain of 11. That only took 8 seconds. Kemp 9 for 14 for 133. Dickerson will sweep it near side. Hand off from Kemp. Dickerson across the 30, driven out of bounds by Williamson after a gain of 3. ID Jester is playing Talesman Digital Edition. Okay. 2nd and 7. That's a gain of 3. 9.5 to go. Ellard. Medium hits the call. Kemp throws. Ellard's got it over midfield. The ball is loose, picked up by Hill, and the Rams keep it. It's a gain of 18. Spotted at the San Francisco 48. Clock running. 9:21 to go. Dickerson. Trap right. Handoff from Kemp. Dickerson gets nowhere. Lawrence Pillars brought him down for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. So, if you're wondering about Dickerson, he had that 300-yard game against New Orleans a couple weeks ago. He has been held to 50 yards, which is what Green Bay held the Rams to in their Week 12 loss. His high, of course, 332, and last week against Houston in the loss, only carried it 10 times for 77 yards. So he's been held to 50 by the 49ers, and that would be a season low. 2nd down and 11 for the Rams. 8.5 to go. Crutchfield on a fullback dive. Barry to the 44. That's a gain of 5. 3rd and 6. They go 3 wide. McDonald, the tight end. Out there with Ellard, Brown, and Hill. Medium slant to Ellard. Nickel blitz coming for the Niners. Kemp back to throw. He's got somebody open. He's got Ellard. And Ellard is tackled after a gain of 23. 1st and 10 from the 49er 21. 7:05 clock running. Remember, the Rams need 2 scores. They actually need 2 touchdowns because the lead is 11. Dickerson. So we'll sweep right. They'll run out of this 3-wide formation. Dickerson is run out of bounds for a gain of 1. Barber now the tight end. 24-13 San Francisco. 6:21 to go. Mike Barber. Short slant to the tight end. Kemp waits. Barber's got it. 1st down. Dan Buns with a tackle. That's a gain of 10. 6:15 to go. 1st and goal from the 10. Dickerson. Off tackle right from the 10. Dickerson stopped at the line by Mano Tuiasosopo. Tuiasosopo. 2nd and goal. 2 tight end set. Barry Redden joins Dickerson in the backfield. 5.5 to go. Trap left for Redden. Handoff from Kemp. Redden to the 5. Redden to the 2. 3rd and goal. Dennis Hara does his job. The big block. The Rams now have 300 yards. They spot the ball at the 2-yard line. They need 2 touchdowns. Dickerson with the plunge is the call. Eric, touchdown Rams. Number 16. He's not going to get 2,000 yards, but the Rams aren't out of this yet. Here it is again. Lansford for the extra point. It's a 4-point game. That's what the computer had San Francisco favored by. 4:06 to go. It's 24-20, San Francisco. Montana would like to take as much of this clock as he can and a touchdown. Monroe from the 12 to the 31. It's an 18-yard return. So 3:57, and the Rams just aren't going away. Craig. Trap left, 1st and 10. Handoff from Montana. Craig gets 2. And the clock will run. Everyone has all 3 timeouts. Craig, 14 carries on the day for 34 yards. Clark. Short slant. Montana's going to get sacked by Reggie Doss, a loss of 2. 3rd and 10. Solomon on a medium slant. Montana throws. Solomon's got it at midfield. It's a gain of 19. And Joe Montana has thrown for 4,000 yards in 1984. They will make that front and center for you. What a year for Montana. Now, he's still 1,100 yards behind Dan Marino, but what a year for Joe Montana. 2:28, and the 49ers will let it go to 2 minutes. So the Rams have all 3 timeouts. The 49ers are pretty much 10 yards away from the division title. Freddie Solomon on an end around. He's got it, and they bring him down for a loss of 7. Oh, that worked, Ron. So the 49ers try a little trickery, and that didn't go very well. Timeout Rams. 2nd and 17. Tyler on the flag is down.
False start. Offense. Number 56.
The center. He rocked the ball in the stance, and they got him for a false start. 2nd and 22. Tyler on a draw. Wendell over the 40. He got 5 and forced the Rams to call time. So 1:46 to go. They're going to go Craig in the flat. Montana near side. Nope, you can't find anybody. And so the Rams are going to get the ball with 1:40 and a timeout left. So here comes Runiger to pin the Rams back deep. They're going to try and return this. Ellard from the 10. He is hit at the 19. So they have 95 seconds to go 81 yards. And if they do, they win the game and they win the division. Dickerson, Ellard, Brown, and Drew Hill. Brown on a medium slant. Kemp rolls, throws, Brown, 40-yard line. A gain of 21. 1:27, clock running, ball at the Ram 40. Ellard on a medium out. Kemp, quick throw, no. Ronnie Lott was there, 1:06 to go. Dickerson on a screen. Kemp finds Dickerson. 45, 50, 48-yard line. Gain of 12. 54 seconds. They hurry to the line. Yep, getting real interesting right now. They need 48 yards. Tight end Hill on a medium out. Kemp waits, throws. He doesn't have anybody. Jim Farnhorst tipped it away. Rams can stop it once. 2nd and 10 on the San Francisco 48. And San Francisco's playing a prevent. They can do the slant. They'll try Ellard in the slant. They can stop it. Kemp waits, throws. Incomplete. Ronnie Lott knocked it loose. 3rd and 10. Dickerson in the flat. Can he get out of bounds? That's the thing. He's got to catch it. He does behind midfield. He'll get 9 yards. 4th and 1. And they're going to run it. They'll take the timeout. Dickerson on the dive. Can they get... No! Kemp! He botches the snap. The ball is loose. Kemp's got it, but he can't get the first down. The snap was bad. It hit Kemp's hands. He picked it up. By the time he got tackled, there is no advance. The 49ers are going to win 24-20. Montana takes a knee. And that'll do it. Wow. So the 49ers have won the NFC West. By 4 points. They beat the Rams. We'll get to the box score in a moment. No one really cares about that, although Jeff Kemp did all he could. 15 for 23, 226. This is what you care about right here. And it's the Rams that get knocked out. Oh my goodness, are you kidding? So when we do play the playoffs, here's how it'll go. The 49ers are the number 1 seed. Green Bay and Washington would play in the other NFC conference divisional game in Green Bay. The wild card game, because the Rams lose, will be the Bears and the Giants from Soldier Field. That is the wild card game. The Rams are out. Miami will get the number 1 seed in the East, in the AFC. Seattle and Pittsburgh will play in the Kingdome in one divisional game. The wild card, no, New England's out. I don't know how, we'll just look at this. Cincinnati, New England, let's take a better look here. Because those ratings should not have changed. So, let's take a look first at the AFC, or the NFC here. New York 9-5, Chicago 7-5, LA 7-5. So New York, how do we do the tiebreakers here? Division and conference. New York obviously gets in. But Chicago and LA have the same conference record at 7-5, and they were both 500 in the division. So I say New York hosts. In the AFC, we have a case here between New England, Cincinnati, and Denver. Okay. New England went 9-3 in the conference. Cincinnati 7-5 in the conference. Denver 6-6. So it should be New England and the Raiders. That's how I read it. Anyway, so that's how we'll leave it. We're going to take a sabbatical from this one. We might wait for the new version to come out, or if you really, really want it, ask for it. We might get to it in a few weeks. But we know that Actually, you know what? Yeah, San Francisco won, Green Bay 2, Washington 3. In the AFC, Miami 1, Seattle 2, Pittsburgh 3. So the way I read it, it's Los Angeles and New England in the AFC wildcard game. The Giants only played 2 non-conference games? That's weird. The Giants and I don't know who would get it between the Bears and the Rams. I think the Rams. Anyway, that'll do it. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. We'll figure out some way to entertain you next Sunday. Until then, enjoy the football, everybody. Have a good day.